Welcome to my channel. My name is Emmy from Emmy Evolving. If this is your first time joining me, thank you for finding me. If this is not your first time, thank you for coming back. So, I wasn't planning, as usual. I was not planning on coming live. Ow! Okay. Let me just. I gotta woosah this out. Hold up. I gotta just, it's this thing of like, my lips are currently super dry. We're gonna focus on human stuff right now. I asked what this reading was going to be about, and what I heard. What I heard is this: everything will happen so fast. Be ready. Everything will happen so fast. Be ready. Could be a good thing, right? Could totally be a good thing. Could totally be a good thing. Totally. Totally smotely. Okay. Right. Getting a few more cards. Y'all, I'm trying to make it a good thing. I'm trying to make it a good thing. I'm trying so hard. I'm trying so hard to the point where I've totally like gaslit myself into believing that I'm just a negative person, and that's why I immediately thought of negativity. I mean, what's going on to my fan? There. Right. All right. It can be a good thing. It can be a good thing. Okay. It could totally be a good thing. Or we're going to try and make this a good thing. You know what I'm saying? We're just going to make it a good thing. Regardless of what it is, we're going to find the goodness in it. And we're totally going to just like be amazing with it. Right? Right. So, let's just take a break from my doom and gloom. Let's go ahead and take a look here. Thank you, Lindsay. Help support my ministry, Soulwork Synergistics, by participating in our fruit sale. Just go to that link, shop.floridaindianrivergroves.com. And the last portion is the ID for our nonprofit. I'm actually about to order a ton of fruit. Hold up. Let me just. Totally forgot. I totally schmotally forgot. Hold on. My hair keeps going in my face. Let me just edit this so only subscribers can comment, because I'm not even going to be shy about it. I love the feel of only subscribers commenting. There's times where I'm willing to play with others, and times where I'm not. The times where I don't want to play with others that are not part of my people is most days. Most days, okay? Most days. I don't even have no shame saying that. Let me just, apologies. I should have had this done right before I went live, but the squirrel in my brain has been excessive as of late. The squirrel within my brain has been excessive as of late. Let me see comments. Here goes. There we go. Yeah, we're not interested in any love spell type of ads on Facebook. I just want to say a hearty fuck you. And I'm just going to leave it at that. All right. So we're going to find the blessing in this. We're going to just find the blessings in all of this. We're going to make this work. We're going to rock out with our rocks out. Our crystals. I love crystals. I do. I love crystals. Oh, Jody, you're so sweet. You are so sweet. Thank you for that. All right. We're not even going to pull out the alien cards. F that. F all that. We don't need to know all that. No, we don't need to know that. Ooh, Michael, are you? Okay. Here's the thing. Okay. Here's the thing. I was told to go live. And then, you know, my son, sometimes he texts me some amazing things, amazing content. And you know, and then he texted me this. He texted me this. I don't want to log into whatever this is. I don't want to log into TikTok. I'm gonna show you though. I'm just screen share it real quick. Yeah, here. Look at that. Can you see it? She's freaking out. In the audio, she's freaking out. I don't know if you can hear the audio. I hope there's no audio. Okay. Yeah, look at that. Uh-huh. An entire armada in the sky. Armada in the sky. You can go twice as high. Take a look. It's aliens. They're in the sky now. Oh, there's so many in the sky. Okay, let me quit messing around. It's just, I don't know. I don't know that I want to do this reading. I don't know what it is, but it's kind of like, I don't know what's in that video. I literally, like right before I was going to go live, I looked at the text that my son had sent me from the other day. It's from the other day. He didn't send it just now. You know what I mean? That's not the reason I'm live streaming. I was told to live stream. And then I was like, okay, sure. I'll do one for Pisces, you know, because this morning I didn't come to church. Oh, I could totally, you know, that flashed me back to when I was littler. And my mom would tell me, it's like, I need to go to church. And then I'd be like, I'm not going to church. Scared me for a second. Yeah. I'm not sure what that is, but it kind of, for me, is like a reiteration of some of the information that I've been getting for the past week and have just been like, la, 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 keeping to myself. La, 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 la. So maybe that is Starlink. I'm not sure. Like I said, I'm going to be honest. I don't know what's in that video. I don't know that I need to know. I just know that I need to mind my business. It's really, truly mind my business and just do this reading so that I can get off and eat my fruit, drink my kombucha, and mind my business. So let's get started. That's my plan. That was actually my plan. Just like roll myself up in this little ball, hug myself, and stay in my little protective bubble. But here's the thing. What's that going to do for you? You know? What's that going to do for you? So I'm not sure when the solar flares occurred. I do believe in the in the caption of that video that someone recorded over their home, it said something on August 13. I believe that's what it is. August 13. So I don't know. I'm hearing coronal ejection. Teresa, was there a coronal ejection? I don't know what that is. Is that like a bigger flare? I try my best to stay out of that as much as possible, because if I start digging into those type of topics, I will legit go in this position. I will legit go into this position, and I will not exit, because do you remember what happened last time I allowed myself to go in that position? We found out information I did not like. Ooh. Okay. Hot diggity dingleberries. Hot diggity dingleberries. This is, I don't want a negative reading. I'm being so serious right now. My like my zen is finally returning. I want a good reading. This is not going to be a good reading. I'll do a twin flame reading. I'll do one of those. Hold on. Oh, this is a twin flame reading. Oh, shit. Oh, good God. Michael, up the ante. Just so self. Okay. 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 So I've told you guys before, twin flames aren't supposed to, like, there was nothing in those contracts that stipulated that twin flames are romantic connections, right? There's nothing in those contracts that stipulated that. It was all about this work that needed to be done, pairings, proper geological positioning, like geographic positioning, all of that. It was to create a grid. Damn, they're really pushing things. They're really, really pushing things. I'm gonna so be shadow banned for this. So here's the thing. I would not be surprised if this channel gets taken down because of this type of information. I would not be surprised. I've told you guys before. I will tell you guys again. Should this channel ever be taken down off of YouTube, should my profiles ever be completely scrubbed off of all social media, I pay for a private server a shit ton of money every month, and I don't actually use it. Catch me on Emmy Evolving. They can't shut that down. EmmyEvolving.com. EmmyEvolving.com. I'll live stream from there. I have the capacity to. I just don't, because I'm a creature of habit. And I'm accustomed to YouTube. I'm serious. If they take this channel down, which catch me on my website, EmmyEvolving.com. Anywho, so this type of information, it's a big no-no. They don't like this type of information. So here's the thing, okay? This is a twin flame reading, and it's a twin flame reading based on the reality of what twin flames actually are. Not twin flame, twin ray, which is a much higher type of Palladorian contract level soul connection. All right. A fucking scalp beach. I'm just saying. So here's the thing. One of the twins had been encapsulated for some time. They'd been so comfortable in their little bubble, and just ignoring everything, trying to pretend like they're normal. You're not normal, homie. You're not normal. So here's the thing. This not normal thing has been occurring to this not normal person. This is the type of person that carries tremendous, tremendous power. Well, if you look at all of that schmutz around their little cocoon, that to me is representative of a very, very specific type of a very, very specific type of parasitic energy. Okay. Highly virulent, extremely aggressive, very, very advanced, extremely able to do quite a bit to human psychology, quite a bit to your galactic genome, all of that. It's a very advanced type of thing. Well, here's the thing. Twin rays come in pairs. They come in pairs. If you fuck with one, you fuck with both. One of them's not encapsulated. One of them has been actively, willingly, consciously working on tapping into a potential that is so profound that humanity still does not understand the capacity with which twin rays have come into fruition, have come into carnation, right? They have incarnated for a specific task. It's a very specific task. And each pair, each pair is ridiculously powerful in their own right. Each individual is ridiculously powerful in their own right. I believe this is the male. For some reason, this gives me a masculine energy. I believe this is a female. Now, feminine energy, masculine energy. I'm not talking about genders. I believe this is a female, feminine energy. Okay. There she goes. Fucking it up, fuck it up, fuck it up, fuck it up. It looks like she's fucking it up. It looks like she is really, really going to town for the counterpart to clear that space so that the counterpart can exit out of their lovely little bubble, their buble. They're in the buble. And there are words from the heart that must be communicated, right? It must be communicated. And it's this thing of almost like a telepathic communication that's been occurring. It's it's this sense that her presence triggers the other one. The more masculine energy, it triggers the masculine energy to dive deep into this upside down memory from childhood. It's almost like, I am not trying to trigger people. I'm really not. I'm not. I get this thing and I'll just say it verbatim. Once upon a time, the mother shared a story of a dream. A dream that involved another, and that other would be made of everything that that person dreams of. So it's like this blossoming of a remembrance of what that is, right? What that is, where they're aware their own mother communicated this. I don't know how else leave that alone. So here's the thing. Everyone is over here kind of just like, doing their thing, not really realizing outside of the two. I assume those are the twin rays. No one's really realizing the type of modifications being done, the swirling of the dark energies around what was once Gaia, you know? It's like this thing of wow, I hear this is so bad. I hear the term breeder stock. Do you understand the gravity of that? The use of that term? All of that orange energy, sacral energy. You see all that swirling darkness? It's like a dark dragon Ouroboros chasing itself. There is something that has been chasing itself, chasing its own tail. So then the yin and the yang, the solar and the lunar, the counterparts, the complements, they're not mirrors. They're complementary to each other. They are not mirrors, right? And it's this thing of I guess the more masculine type energy is focused, fixated, whereas the feminine is being encouraged, I assume, by the mother to turn and face the more masculine energy. They're already aligned. I don't know. It's already an alignment that's taking place. So, and it's almost like what he sees when he looks at you is the sun and the future staring back at him. One has to realize what the other means. One has to acknowledge the gravity of the other first before the other can reciprocate the understanding of the gravity and the true meaning of all of it. So it's this thing of almost like while he was in his cocoon surrounded by darkness, she was kind of I don't want to do this reading. So um Michael wants me to tell you guys the conversation he's having with me right now. I don't want to. So it's this thing of, while one was in a position of retraction where they pulled so deeply within themselves to kind of address some of the things that needed to be addressed, they left the other one completely susceptible to so much. This one had to fight all alone. For a very long time. And now they're emerging from the shell they created for themselves, unsure how to make the one that was left in darkness, how to make that one blossom again, how to repair that. Yeah, Michael says the same thing, Carmen. Michael says the same thing. It's hard to agree with that logic if you've been the one who's had to fight the whole time. Fight just to exist. And so this comes up where it's like, kind of doubling down on that same message, right? Sometimes in the darkness is where you shine the best, right? Sometimes it's in the darkness where you shine the best. It doesn't make it easy. It doesn't make it fair. It doesn't make it fun. And maybe it's not meant to be those things. Maybe it's meant to be real. Maybe it's meant to prepare. Maybe it's not meant to be repaired. Bliss, cherishing the day. So there's an event that's coming. Everything will happen so fast. You have to be ready. It's something that you will probably cherish. Maybe some type of resolution to something, right? Maybe some type of resolution. Space. Space in reverse. So it's almost like this sense of space is no longer necessary. There's no more need for a retraction. There's no more need to sink deeper into the self in order to process. Maybe everything is now becoming much more projected outwards, an external circumstance that comes from somewhere deep internally. But space is no longer needed. So these things that are not quite tangible. 35 and 8. 3 and 5, solid foundation from which to change. So 3, inspiration. The foundation from which this will occur is because of inspiration. There was many things that occurred in the time frame that this happened, and I feel like this extends beyond just this life. I feel like this extends so far beyond what we could possibly actually comprehend, right? And so this inspiration, it came from the palm of her hands. It's something that she's carried, and that I guess it brings that other one in, right? It draws them closer. 5 is miracle, making a difference, and that's the thing. So much has changed. So much has changed. So much. And it's almost like they're riding on the dragon of change. They're riding in with that change. Resilience, finding your limits. Part of the reason we struggle is because we're so strong in our flexibility that it takes so much more to break us. 88% at 822, 84 to 3548. finding your limits, or maybe realizing you have none, right? This resiliency comes from no limits existing. This resiliency comes from a lifetime worth of realizations that further ignite that sacred flame within you, right? $88, $822, $86, $36, $33. Card number 11, invention. Burning with passion. This is about creating. This is about creating new circumstance, new potentials, new everything. You are the one that's being tasked to create. You are inventing. You are not simply allowing, right? It's going to be powerful communication. Unconditional love, but it's in reverse. So whatever things happened, it affected the sense of what, or the definition, your personal definition, perception of what unconditional love actually is. You still have to believe in your ability to rise above that limitation called perception, right? That limitation we call perception. Perception greatly limits you. It greatly, greatly, greatly limits you. But it's necessary. When you exist in a world, in a life that is bound by limitations, I mean, just the sheer act of existing as an individuated spark of creation, having your own identity, you've limited yourself. Because I identify as Emmy, I'm no longer any of you. I'm now separate from you. I'm limited, right? So communication in reverse, there's no communication occurring, or maybe there's no communication that has occurred. It's stalled the sacred journey, but it's going to be a huge, huge fiery display of redirection, reignition. I don't know how that's going to play out. Choices need to first be made. Choices that are not limited by your existence on Earth. Choices in Mother Earth. They have to be choices that might not make sense for humans, right? This whole timeout is done. It's done. There's no more timeout. There's no more timeout. Like, all of these events are being pushed forward, and it goes beyond just communication between individuals. It goes beyond, whatever you think is personal to you. It goes so far beyond that. So far beyond that. This is the very reason why only a small few actually have incarnated as twin ray pairs. Humans are too selfish. They are too limited in their understanding. Humans are so flawed in their logic and basic in their ability to accept and to love. So, for those of you who might be like, but I don't want to do that, you probably don't have a twin flame or a twin ray. You probably don't have one that's incarnated. It's okay. You don't have to. You don't have to. You're off the hook. You don't have to. For those that do, those that are here to reestablish the balance, you know what time it is. You know exactly what time it is. You know exactly what these dreams have been. You know exactly what the feelings are. You know exactly what it means when the weather does what it does, when you see what you see, when you feel what you feel, when you smell and you think and you hear. You know what all of those mean. You know exactly what all of that means. It means death. Transformation, clearing away the old to make way for the new. Unexpected change, alteration, the ending of a familiar situation or friendship, financial loss, beginning of a new era. That's what that means. So here's the thing though. I saw this morning and I'll share it with you guys. I don't want to share it. I don't want you guys to see all my notifications and stuff because I'll play it. Let me find it. Um, Here.
Old guy living in a shack is watching me, and he comes up and says, "Kid, I've been watching you." He said, "You're not catching anything, right?" I said, "No."
Okay. Let me
catch any fish unless it's a falling tide. That's
How do I rewind this?
The shack is watching me, and he comes up and says, "Kid, I've been watching you." He said, "You're not catching anything, right?" I said, "No." He says, "Because you're doing it wrong. You can't catch any fish unless it's a falling tide. And that's when the tide is going out very quickly, rushing out between the rocks." And I'm like, "Well, all the fish are gone, right?" He says, "No. You'll see it's stirring up the plankton. The fish go crazy. It's happening in 45 minutes. He has his fishing pole. We throw our lines in, and we're pulling them out by the tens. It's unbelievable." And afterward, he's feeling sort of philosophical. He lights up a cigarette on the rocks. I'm 11 or something, and he says, "Hey, kid, during a falling tide, you can only make one mistake." I said, "What's that?" He said, "Not having your line in the water." And I have learned this, that the time between the tides of your life, the falling tide of your life, looks like you're losing everything. Get your line in the water, because that's the most fertile period of your life. So what does it mean to have your line in the water? You must try new things. You must be fully alive. You must try everything you possibly can. You must need you to.
So it's this thing of like entering into this period of a falling tide, right? Entering into this period of a falling tide where all the plankton are being stirred up and the fish are going to go crazy. They're going to be riled up. It'll be a feeding frenzy. See, the periods where humans think everything is falling apart is the period where everything that was constructed improperly and misaligned is being deconstructed so you have all the components to build your life into the greatness that it's meant to be. So then what are you going to do? You're going to hide? You're going to allow yourself to go into your little cocoon? You're going to go hide in that cocoon because why? You don't have the courage to face the reality of what you're learning? So earlier, I became overwhelmed by my emotions. And it didn't really have too much to do with twin race stuff. It had more to do with remembering the process I went through, learning, remembering what it felt like to fish by myself during a falling tide. Very prosperous period. So much came from that. So many families were able to eat with all of the fish that I caught fishing alone during a falling tide. And it's this thing where even though it was beautiful, it didn't feel fair. It was hard to understand. And maybe that's the thing. Maybe the whole purpose of it was to help you become aware of all the things that you did not understand. Maybe it was to expose you to the different elements that you need to be familiar with. Had that man as a child given up, he would have never learned a lesson that he's carried with him his entire life. He would have never learned about the falling tide and how that applies to your day-to-day life. Had he never learned it, he would have never been able to, as a grown man with all white hair at this point, been able to share that the way he was destined to. Sometimes things just have to change. Not because you're uncomfortable, but change so that you can feel so uncomfortable you have no choice but to continue forward. Where you can't actually choose, reasonably and feasibly choose to remain cocooned in this quiet stillness, learning nothing. I'm only ever allowed to enter into a space of stillness like that after I've gone through tremendous traumas. Why? Because it's in that stillness I can begin unpackaging all the traumas that I packed away in order to survive the trauma as I live through it. Life is just weird like that. For some of us, it's impossible to learn by watching other people live. It's just impossible. Watching you and your lessons, I can parse certain things. I can kind of selectively observe. Oh, this might kind of apply to some lesson that I'm in. I don't really know. But I can see clearly for you exactly what you're going through and why. I can see all the different options and these different potentialities that you don't know exist. I can see where the strings go. I can see what decision will lead you to that path and that path and that path. And I can see all of this for you, but I cannot see it for me. I can't. For every event that I've lived through, it's been traumatic. It's been very intense. And I look back and I realize, oh my God, there were other options. I wasn't aware as I was living through things that there were other options. But here's the thing. The most effective, most powerful way for me to learn is to live through it in the most difficult way possible. You see, it's in the difficulties, it's in the struggles that your lesson becomes very much enhanced. It's in that part. So I've begun working out again, right? And it's this thing of you can do like a single movement, right? That will get the bicep going, or you can do something very profound, up, up, out, all sorts of different movements. It still gets the bicep, but it involves everything else as well. And that's the thing. Creating a more dynamic type of flow to the lessons you're learning has greatly prepared you for what's coming next. Everything will happen so fast. Be ready. Be ready. Everything will happen so fast. Five of Staves, unsatisfied desires, labor, violent strife, obstacles. I mean, you've lived through this for how long? How long has it been? How long has it been since you've had, an easy life? Have you ever? I came into this life fighting. Fighting against all odds. I came into this life fighting. Almost died in utero, emergency C-section, born premature in a third world country to a single mother. I mean, do you want to add anything else to that? Oh, narcissistic father. I'd say that's a recipe for some greatness in the making, right? I would say that is a recipe for greatness in the making, but I have to be the one to choose to cultivate myself to become the greatness that I've always been destined to be. Two of Cups. Love, friendship. Oh, wrong. Unsatisfactory love, false friendship, troubled relationship, divorce, separation, crossed desires, misunderstanding. So this is factoring in somehow, right? This is factoring in somehow, some way, shape, or form. This is factoring in. This is something that is creating the agitation. It's creating the discomfort, that discomfort that's necessary in order for you to feel so inspired that you're going to move forward, not inch your way forward, but completely go through it. You know what I'm saying? Like everyone loves the butterfly, but did anyone ever ask the caterpillar what it felt like to be in the process of becoming that butterfly? You completely disappear. Your entire life as you know it to be completely disappears. Your identity, that disappears too. And as you're basically liquefied and become something else, you're encased. You feel like you have no other options. There's no other place for you to go. There's no this, there's no that. You're just confined. And then you reach this certain point of like growth where that cocoon, that chrysalis is just, I don't know. I guess maybe it's too small and you decide you need to stretch. And it breaks the only thing you've come to know as home since you began to basically destroy yourself. I mean, gosh. 63 years of struggling, I'm ready to break the cocoon, fly like a butterfly home. You want to hear something, Jody? Everywhere is home for a butterfly. Every flower, every leaf. The butterfly is not confined to one specific flower that it calls home. It's designed to be as free as it possibly can be, so free that everywhere you go, it's home. How many of us have the courage to be a butterfly like that? How many of us are ready for the unknown and embrace it to that degree that we enter into this space of unknown every single time our wings move? We're carried further and further into some unknown, having no weaponry, having no shell to hide in, allowing our vulnerability to be the very thing that we allow, that allows us, that makes it possible for us to be so free. I don't know if you guys know this, but butterfly wings have this coating of some type of powder. And from what I've been told repeatedly, if you grab a butterfly by its wings, not only are they very fragile and can tear, if you disturb that powdery coating, you basically doom that butterfly to death. I don't know. But see, here's the thing. Remember, you've doomed that butterfly to death, right? But let's go back and see what death means. Transformation, clearing away the old to make way for the new. Unexpected change, alteration, the ending of a familiar situation or friendship. Financial loss, beginning of a new era, which then takes us again to the part of the conversation where we spoke about the falling tide. And that in that little boy's failure in that moment, his frustration, that vulnerability opened him. It absolutely opened him to receiving knowledge from this older man that he has been able to carry with himself the entirety of his life. Let me
You must try it.
He's at this age at this point. This is what he's talking about. I'll share this on my Emmy Evolving business page. So if you guys want to watch this, I'll go, you can find it on my Emmy Evolving page on Facebook. I'll also put it on the Soulwork Synergistics page on Facebook. I'll also put it on the Soul Sanctuary podcast business page on Facebook. So it's a very, very, you know what I'll do? I don't know if I can put this as a community post on. No, don't. Let's see, create a post. Oh, I don't know. Maybe if, let's see. Can I do it as a story? No, I don't want my face in this. Are you kidding me? I'll post the link for the original video in the community tab of YouTube so that you guys can watch it if you want. So 9 of Staves. Nine of Staves. expectation of difficulties and changes, deception, a pause in a current struggle. Don't deceive yourself when it comes to what you're struggling through. Don't allow yourself to be so deceived by your own insecurities, by your fears, by your perception of some inadequacy that you carry. If you're in the wrong environment, you'll always feel like you're not enough. Do you know that? If you're in an environment of people who have like mind and like heart, what ends up happening is you begin to understand, because you are surrounded by reflections of you, you begin to understand the gravity of the need for someone like you to exist as you are. Do you understand that there's a need for your existence? There's a need for your existence. When you're taken out of the appropriate environment, one that will be conducive to your growth, one that will not just facilitate, but encourage and support the growth that you naturally will experience, you begin to question your value. You begin to question your purpose. You begin to question the validity of your existence. And see, here's the thing, it's appropriate to question. It's not appropriate to not receive your answers. And sometimes when the answer to your question comes from people who have no idea of the gravity of who and what you are, I don't know if you need to listen to them. I've had things happen in the past where I've had conversations with people. I think I've shared this before. It's kind of like a group chat. Had a conversation with someone, and they had no idea who I am, which why should they? Why should they? And it was really this thing of like, I just wanted to validate. I just wanted to help them to understand, to feel the gravity of their existence, right? The importance that they carry just because they exist. And I did. And it's like no one else was commenting, but there were a lot of people watching this person and I go back and forth in conversation. And then it was weird because after that, I don't know, my phone was going bonkers because people were like, oh my God, do you know who you were talking to? What the who cares? It's two human beings talking, having a very intense, very profound moment of connectivity, reciprocity. Who cares? Who cares? I've also had other situations where, I'm having conversations with people. I don't tell them the work that I do. Who needs to know that outside of my clients? Who needs to know that? Nobody. And I don't tell them the work that I do. And they're just going on and on and on about all of these different spiritual things, about energy work things, about light worker, light warrior, star seed, all of these different things, galactic federation. And I'm just like, okay, just listening. Then they're thinking that because I'm not contributing any information, I'm just quietly present, that I have nothing of value to contribute to that conversation. And so that changes their opinion of me. It causes them to feel as though like they're so much smarter. They're so much more advanced. They know all of these complex things. And, no, you Googled that. You Googled that. I can tell. You Googled that information, you memorized it. So you could have conversations like this with strangers. Does that diminish how much I know? But if I believe the environment that I was in when that conversation was happening, absolutely. It would absolutely dictate to me my value, which is not much. It's not much at all. I am not simply a reflection or an end result of other people's opinions of what my value is. It's just no, no. No. Other people don't get to dictate what your value is. But so long as you continue to exist in an environment that does not give you permission to be who you are and recognize the value of that, you will not fully know, you will not fully understand. I have this rock. It's a rock. It looks like a flattened piece of turd. Yeah. And when you hold it, it's about the size of your palm. When you hold it, it feels light, right? And it's not shiny. It looks kind of like a dried up piece of turd. And it's not in the right environment. You can't see what it is. See, it's a type of rock where if you hold it up to a light source, it will glow like amber does. Not glow, but it'll be like that amber color, like a rich cola type color, right? Here's the thing though, amber can be valuable. If you shine a UV light on it, it then becomes blue. It's blue amber. That piece, that flattened turd looking thing, it's a couple $100s. I keep it in a drawer. I keep it in a drawer and we just leave it at that. We just leave it at that. We just keep it in a drawer and we leave it alone. It's this thing where it's like, if people don't understand what it is, it's not really a big deal. You want to see it? Maybe I have it on my phone. Hold on. No, it's going to take too long to find it. Hold on. uh, let me see. Hold on. I might be able to find it. Who knows? Let's see. Emmy evolving blue amber. Blue amber. Oh, here it is. I found it. Blue amber. Looks like dragon skin. Yeah, it looks like doo doo. Yeah. And I let me turn off the music because I don't want to. See, if you hold it up to the light, looks like amber. But if you put it under the blue light, the black light, you put it under that UV light, it literally will shine blue. That's my dragon amber. It looks like dragon skin, but people won't know. They don't know. It feels very light. It feels, very inexpensive and so far from the truth. So far from the truth. Eight of Staves. Thorns of dispute, jealousy, harassment, stagnation, domestic quarrels. So there's a lot of issues going on here. All of these staves and Two of Cups in reverse. Someone's having a lot of issues. Someone's having a lot of conflict play out in their life. Maybe this is like the tail end of the conflict, and it's becoming this thing of like being prepared to finally exit out of that, like really fully exit out of that. It's your choice if you're going to or not. 10 of Staves, excessive pressures, problems soon to be resolved, possibly using power for selfish ends. Whoever the conflict is with, the person that turned the Two of Cups in reverse, 10 of Staves is coming to kick your ass. You're about to get spanked with 10 staves, 10 wands of power. Be beat with wands. Oh, ooh, damn. Here, you know what you need to do? I'm going to tell you what you need to do, okay? You want resolution to this? Is this resonating with you? You're wanting resolution. Someone is just totally making your life hell. You know what you do? You kind of partially squat down, right? Like really bend at the knees. Keep your back straight, shoulders back. Bend at the knees. Take your hands and you go ahead and put them by your groins and go all the way down. You go all the way down, right? And then you scoop your balls, lift them up, and walk the fuck out that space. Are you kidding me? Why are you letting people do this shit to you? Knock it off. I'm so like scoop your balls off the fucking floor and walk out that bitch. I'm serious. You're dealing with an Emperor in reverse energy. You know what happens when I get real mad? I scoop my balls up off my belly and I walk out that bitch. Are you kidding? I don't think so. I don't think so. I'm saying. Michael asked, was that necessary? Absolutely. Was I joking? Not at all. Not at all. Anyways, the Sun in reverse. Unhappiness. See what I'm saying? Unhappiness, loneliness, possibly a broken engagement or a marriage, canceled plans, triumph delayed. How are you going to be in a space of triumph dealing with an Emperor in reverse energy? Let's see. Emperor in reverse, immaturity, ineffectiveness, indecision, weakness of character, failure to control petty emotions. Scoop your balls up off the floor. They're dragging. Put them in a strap of some kind. Tuck them in a loincloth. I don't know. Scoop them up. Scoop them up. I'm being so serious. Unhappiness, loneliness, possibly a broken engagement or marriage, canceled plans, triumph delayed. Yeah. It's never going to be a happy situation. This is a person incapable of cherishing you in the way you deserve, the way you need. King of Cups in reverse. Artistic temperament, double dealing, scandal, loss, ruin, injustice, a crafty person without virtue. Do you need any more confirmation about what type of person you're dealing with? Hey, listen here. I'm not trying to convince you to choose me. No. I'm saying choose anything except that. That? That's the only thing you shouldn't choose. You can choose a rabbit. You can choose a new baby kitten. You can choose several new plants. You can choose whatever the hell you want to choose. You can choose whatever you want. Just not that. Just not that. I so fucking love you, Jody. I love you so much. I'm so proud of you. And she feels it. We vibing right now. See, this is her heart and my heart. We're beating together. She's like, I'm scooping them up. Hey, yo, I gotta put my beanie. I gotta put something on my head. It feels like my third eye is gonna blow a gasket or something. Yo, hold the phone. Yo, Dookie. Hold the phone. Hold the phone. Did my head get bigger? I need something to cover my head. Here, I have something. I have something. Hold the phone. Don't let me fall. I promise it's not underwear. Stole it from my son. All right. So, all right. All right. Just saying, Jody, you made my night. We're scooping up our balls off the floor. Girl, I love you. I love you. I love you. That was good. That was really good. I felt that. I felt the genuineness of that. Like you totally weren't even trying to be funny. You're like, I'm scooping them up. All right. All right. We've scooped them up. We can now continue. I'm saying that feels good. That feels really, really good. Ace of Cups in reverse. Change, erosion, instability, sterility, unrequited love, clouded joy, false heart, inconsistency. This person is fake. You see my arms? Okay. I'm just saying, you want to see my back? Girl. I'll show you my back. I've developed some lovely. Let me stop. Girl. This is good though. This is good. It's like people are realizing they're dealing with this trifling ass. Oh, it's a hoe. There's some hoes in this house. There's some hoes in this house. Not y'all. Y'all are not hoes. Let's read from Kali and call it a night. Reading from Kali, and then we shall call it a night. It's already 9 a.m. Blue Amber Dragon. Oh, that's right. I did name it Bad. Oh, my baby boo. I'm going to share that. Okay. So, here goes. Oh, what did I do? I don't know what I did. Here goes. Baby, let's cruise away from here. All right. We'll get one from Kali. We'll also get one from Kiki. Kiki. There we go. And you know what I'm going to do? Jody. 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 Jody, hold on. Hold the phone. We got a call from Kiki. Jody, I'm going to pull cards specifically for you. And no, Jody's the only one I'm pulling for. Don't give me no shit. I don't know who I got aggressive with, but I felt it was appropriate. I'm going to pull a few cards for you. Oh, it's right. It's right. It's right to do this because this was at the bottom of the deck. Guidance. Give you personal guidance, okay? Give me 1 second, girlfriend. Give me 1 second. When was the last time you saw me shuffle like this? Okay. What the fuck was that sound? I don't know. I don't know what that sound was. All right. We're going to pull 4 cards for you. Hold up, girl. Hold up, girl. You never asked me for anything ever, ever, ever. You just never do. I've known you for so damn long. You never are ever like, hey, I'm going to give you a shit ton of cards right now, girlfriend. All right. And then, oh shit, my mini cards. And then, bitch, shuffle. This is not shuffling. Okay, Jody, just hold up. Who the hell sells a deck this small? I was like, that's it. Cool. It's for your question. Okay. Ooh, 2 cards came out. Here goes, Jody. Ooh. Oh my God. Ooh. Shit. Ooh, girl. Are you in a relationship? Is that ending? You're like, you're leaving someone, right? Because look, you're entering into the most magical stage you could possibly enter into in this lifetime. You're like really, truly stepping into your power in a way that maybe you've never stepped into before, right? You're over here like, motherfucker, I'll cut you. I will put my ball sack back down on the floor so I could get proper position to cut you. I will cut you. Boundaries, girl. You are totally like you're in a position of absolute power over yourself and your life. Okay. And then look, stability. This is like the most positive portion of this entire reading. See, Jody, see, I'm saying, girl, you make me get squeaky voice. Okay, stability. You're going to have stability. You're already experiencing some of that stability come in, even with all of this uncertainty, you know. Oh, that's right. You have one of the swords. Do you have it near you right now? Do you happen to have it near you? Oh, and whoever it was, you're leaving them behind. The union's being broken. I don't know if it's like a romantic union or if it's like a relative or something, right? So, Jody, I want you to think of the question in your head. What is a very important question that you have that you want like validation for? Like that question, like the most important question you have. You don't have to put it in the comments because we know there are some people who are just like so ridiculously nosy. Oh, okay, no, it's okay then. Um, Ask your question, okay? Ask your question in your mind, not on the comments. And here's your answer. No need to worry. You're not going to have to worry about anything. Okay. There are things that will happen that will cause you to wonder if you should worry. You don't have to worry. So now ask your second most important question. Whatever the second one is. Let me turn off my fan. If you got that question, not the right time for that part. Okay. It's not the right time for that part. You're going to be fine. You're not going to need to worry about anything. You will probably have to deal with a few things, but having to deal with things does not mean you have to worry about them. It means that they have to just, these are things, tasks, situations, whatever it is that needs to, be dealt with. Okay. All right. Thank you, Jody. Here we go. Ooh. Okay. Oh, I could have sworn we've pulled this one before. Mm-hmm. Here it goes. Card number 23, Bagalamukhi. Bagalamukhi. Yeah, Bagalamukhi. Burning golden light of divine protection. She arrests the flow of negativity, particularly that of our own making. She is divine intervention and sacred activity. She transforms our karma from that which hinders our joy to that which creates true happiness and bliss for ourselves and all beings. As you seek refuge in her, you're protected from gossip, slander, and any form of negativity from others. A positive turning of the tide of fortune is predicted. It ends good. It ends good. Right, Miss Melissa? See this? See this right here? Turned it into the goodness we asked for, right? Turned it into the goodness. Oh, by the way, guys, I'll be live on Tuesday doing a very, very special, special, sorry, a special tea party. Michael, I cannot talk if you consistently talk to me while I'm talking. I'll be live this Friday, this Tuesday, for expedites. He's saying a lot of stuff about the 9/9 portal. That's not this Tuesday. It's like 2 weeks or so from now. But this Tuesday, I'm going to be focused on Blu-ray, all Blu-ray focused expedites. Like all of it has to do with Blu-rays. It has to do with Melchizedek. Melchizedek is the audible tonation of the Blu-ray family. That's what it sounds like, right? That's the frequency band they come from. So, it's time for many of us to really step into this proper place of what we're supposed to do with, step into this space of our actual destiny, our purpose, really tapping into the things that will help us to get to that higher level of understanding of what we need to do next. Many of us don't know what we need to do next. Many of us, right? Let's see. Too many people are talking. She's going to shut them up. You're going to finally begin to experience a quiet and a stillness in the head. You've been hearing far too many people's opinions playing over and over and over in your thoughts, in your mind. And what needs to happen is all of that kind of needs to just be silenced. even for a moment, you know what I mean? Even for a moment, it needs to be silent so that you can finally hear your own voice and really get yourself familiar with your voice, not other people's. Next card, Ivory Swan Goddess. Card number 15. You know, swans are aggressive, right? They're not that much different than geese. Bastards. I'm just saying. Card number 15, Ivory Swan Goddess. The Ivory Swan Goddess speaks of spiritual grace and purity. The purity of your soul light never fades. Release guilt, shame, judgment, or fear that you are not enough in any way, so that you may realize your beauty, be more of yourself, and shine your divine essence into the world. Do not cast your eyes away from the perception of your own divine inner light in all its purity and radiance. You may find it easier to believe in the illusion of sins and unworthiness than in the truth of your spiritual innocence. Yet, just like the purity, beauty, and grace of the Ivory Swan Goddess, your own soul is luminous, pure, and eternally graceful. You are being asked to recognize a divine energy within, without holding yourself back from unconditional self-acceptance and regard. It's time to accept your divinity in greater measure, to be present to the pure light within and not try to ignore it, downplay it, or worry that it's not enough. No matter what has happened in your life or what experiences or choices you have made, your soul light is as pure as the divine source itself, because essentially that's what it is. There's no need for spiritual shame or feelings of inadequacy. The light within all of us is exactly the same. We're just different stages of realizing it. Kuan Yin, Ivory Swan Goddess, wishes to bestow divine grace upon you to assist your spiritual growth at this important time on your path. For this to occur, you must be willing and able to receive it. Are you willing to receive it? Because I can help you receive it. Do you want me to help you receive it? Thank you for the link, Lindsay. Do you want me to help you with that? Because if you want me to help you with that, I think I'm going to go ahead and do a really quick energy burst. And yeah, I think so. I think I'm definitely going to do that. I just copied and pasted what Lindsay wrote and put on the screen. And I'm going to go ahead and pin it in the comments. If you're needing more energy work than just this, you should join me on Tuesday. I have a ton of energetic options for you to choose from, like a ton. You need a personal reading? Meet me here on Tuesday. I'll be doing that as well. Here it is. Let me just enter into here. Okay. Okay. So it's already there. All right, guys, why don't you go ahead and put in, let's see, hashtag, I don't know, what word? Hashtag blue. Okay. Hashtag blue. I'm going to go ahead and calibrate this. So that way, again, I'm not willing to just give my energy away anymore. When I do these things, I want it to be done for people who have not gone out of their way to be malignant, malicious, and try and cyberbully me, stalk me, all kind of crazy ass shit that people have done for years. So hashtag blue. If you can't comment, that means you've been banned. Fuck you. Hashtag blue, I'm going to get started. Not you guys, not fuck you guys. Those people, the other ones, the ones who are banned. I'm going to, that's what I'm going to do. I'm going to get my earbuds. Oh, you know what? I'm going to play music for all of us. How about that? How about that? Oh shit, that's been on the whole time. Let me close these two. Here we go. Let's see. All right. Let's try something. Breathe very deep, very slow. If you're interested in receiving this energetic work, definitely put hashtag blue. What I'll be doing is creating a shield around your cranial space. So that way the words of others, the gossip, the slander, the hypercriticalities, they don't enter into your ears and be as readily heard and accepted as part of your identity. Got to let that go. Okay. It's time to really let that go. I'm also going to be creating a pathway for the things that you are releasing, the emotions, the traumas, the blockages, the things you're needing to release. They need somewhere to go. I'm going to help your higher self create a pathway to allow this to be completely removed from your field in a very easy type of manner. By simply exhaling, you send loads out of your field. You're going to probably need as many loads as you do breaths, but you'll do it. And the more you release, the easier it will be to breathe. Inhale the light of your truth. Exhale the darkness of your doubt. Inhale the light of your truth. Exhale the darkness of your doubt. For those who are sensitive to energy, you might begin to feel a fullness in your ears. Nothing uncomfortable, just a mild fullness, a pressure change. You might feel tingling across your scalp. You're feeling the installation of your cranial shield. Feel the warmth in your and tingles in your throat. Very gentle. You might cough a little. Just breathe. Allow your throat to be cleared. Allow your voice to come back to you and the courage you need to use that voice with responsibility, with grace, with personal power. Just breathe. You might begin to feel tremendous warmth. It's the burning away of your doubt and your fear. The burning away of all the things that don't serve your growth or the development of your courage. Feel that sensation, your very low belly. Feel it rising up slowly with purpose. That's your courage to be authentic. That's your sovereignty, your freedom. It's rising up, passing through your solar plexus and up to your heart. Your power lives in your heart. Your power is in your ability to love yourself first, and then to love those who need you second. In loving yourself first, you're teaching them how to love themselves first, how to heal beyond any traumas life has created, any traumas that life has forced upon you. Feel what rightly belongs with you, finding its way back to you. Feel that in your chest. Feel that in your hands. Feel the potential caressing your face. Feel your destiny wrapping its arms around you. Feel how happy it is to be back home with you. Listen to your courage more loudly than you listen to your fear. Breathe very deep, very slow. Feel how much you're changing, the most beautiful of ways. Feel how unstoppable you are. They've never been able to stop you. They just convinced you to give up, thinking that they stopped you. No. They've never been able to stop you. And now you know. Feel your power. Feel me right there with you. Feel me holding your hand. We're going to walk forward together. Feel us taking those steps with smiles on our faces. Our fear, it won't stop us. Our fear will simply fuel our rise. Let's walk faster. Let's walk faster into that unknown. Feel yourself surrounded by light. The type of light you've never experienced before. One that feels so gentle but penetrates to your core. A light that makes you feel safe, loved, supported, protected, provided for. Those are all the things you deserve. Those are all the things that are rightfully yours. Notice how the voices have stopped. Their opinions have gone silent. Remember this place. Carry it with you. Carry it always with you. Whenever you need to come back here, in your head, see me holding your hand. Take one more deep breath in. Slow exhale out. Allow yourself to come back to center. Pay attention to the way your hand feels. Do you notice that feeling? That's me holding your hand. If you ever want to go back to this place of peace, see and feel me holding your hand again. I'll show you exactly where this place lives inside you. How do you guys feel? You guys feel good? You guys feel hella good? You guys feel all the changes that you went through? Oh, thank you, Just Chantel. Yay. Good. Continue allowing for the release. Every time that you breathe, you release more out of your environment. Every single time you breathe, every exhale, you let go of more. Keep breathing. Keep breathing very deep, very slow, very intentionally. Hi, Bunny. So, guys, carry this peace within you. Carry it with you always. And I truly mean it. If you need to remember how to get back to this space, it lives inside you. See me holding your hand. Feel me holding your hand. Allow yourself to enter into this space of really, really, really allowing. Allow. You know what I mean? Like, really let yourself enter into this powerful place of intentional manifestation. When was the last time you did that? where you intentionally manifested the very thing you wanted, not manifested out of fear the things that you don't. Breathe. Allow. Most importantly, celebrate yourself. Celebrate the changes. Celebrate the realizations. Celebrate it all. Okay? So, guys, thank you for this as well, Lindsay. Please join us, support us. We're doing a premium fruit fundraiser with Florida Indian River Groves. I hear their fruit is amazing. I'm going to be ordering some quite a bit later tonight. This fundraiser is to help Soulwork Synergistics. That's my ministry. I was going to say monastery. It's not a monastery, my ministry. And with that, we're going to be rolling out quite a few different programs. We're already getting all of that set up. And these programs are designed to empower specific types of struggles, okay, from specific positions within society. And with this, the programs are going to be completely for free. Okay. It's going to be completely for free. So when we do fundraisers like this, whatever support you can send, it's definitely helping us to do all of these programs we're doing completely for free. This is going to be an ongoing program that we're doing. Okay. Not the Indian groves. You don't have forever to do that because they have seasons that they grow. The fruit's going to be coming to you directly from Florida Indian River Groves, and it's very fresh, beautiful packages that you can or options that you can select. It's amazing. It's amazing. And yes, we're going to be doing a series of programs. Oh my gosh, Lindsay's so on top of things. We're going to be doing a series of programs, the Sovereign Empowerment Initiative, the SEI. And with that, it's a free thing. We're going to be addressing single mothers. Okay. You don't have to be in no relationship to be a single mother. There are plenty of women who are married, who are in relationships, who function like a single mother. Okay. Not just that, we don't just love women, we also love the masculine. So we have another program that is focused on really cultivating, encouraging, and empowering the development of the divine masculine. We have a whole being wellness part of the program as well. We're doing everything, you guys, everything. We're also doing another part of the program where, part of what we're going to be teaching is how to grow food from the land you're on, whether it's in containers, if you're in an apartment, or if you have a yard. We can go ahead and teach you how to do that. Growing your own food, growing your own medicine, really connecting with the earth again. You guys have no idea how huge this undertaking is. We're getting together a whole bunch of professionals, people who are really well versed in the things they're going to be talking about. And this is all just starting. You can still sign up. Go to soulworksynergistics.com. You'll be able to see where to sign up for the Sovereign Empowerment Initiative. It's a lot of stuff. We want to support so many different groups of people. So many. In addition to helping individuals, we're also already in the process of connecting with so many different organizations that are local to specific areas. We're working with other nonprofits. Saying, guys, we have a lot of things coming. And the best thing you guys can do until we get everything fully up and running is to support us by doing things like joining the Soul Sanctuary. That's a recurring contribution. You get access to exclusive areas as part of our thank you. You can go ahead and partake in the Florida Indian River Groves fundraiser. You can go ahead and go to our website and pick up a couple loaves of our artesian breads. Are the breads that we make, y'all? These are not box mixes. These are recipes from me of the things that I make for my family. Uh-huh. Yeah, they're made from scratch. Wholesome ingredients. Wholesome ingredients. So, we appreciate whatever support you guys can give in whatever way. You can make a flat out donation. We have other programs that are going to be running. We definitely want you to receive something in exchange for your support. Whether it's our show of gratitude by giving you access to our ministry area, or you buying loaves of bread. I still have so many different things to put up on the website, so that you can see exactly what it is that we have to offer, like the jalapeno popper. Oh my God. That alone, geez Louise, it's good. That alone, I mean, I'm saying. And there's quite a few other things that I'm working on, flavor pairings that are just, you don't know until you try it. I didn't get a chance to take pictures because when I made literally I made there were so many loaves, you guys. So many loaves and so many flavors, and they were all gone. I didn't even get a chance to take pictures. I didn't get a chance to take pictures, product pictures, so I could put on the website. No, they're gone. They were eated. Eated. All right, guys, I got to get going. I'll see y'all tomorrow, 7 a.m. Pacific Standard Time. See y'all here for church. If you could please give this video a thumbs up. If you haven't already subscribed, please do subscribe. Turn on the notification bell. Join me when I'm live. Oh, you like the brownie too, Judy? I'm going to be tweaking the brownie recipe a little bit. It needs to be more decadent. It definitely needs to be more decadent. I'm going to tweak it just the tiniest bit, and it's going to be ridiculously decadent. I'm telling you. I'll have pictures of that up as well. There's so many different flavors. If you guys want to know what is our most current stuff, I created a new page on the website, soulworksynergistics.com/about. About. Yes. About. Go to that page. It will tell you more about what we are doing, who we are, about the members of our team. And at the very, very bottom, there's going to be an ever-changing carousel of information at the very bottom of that page. Any updates, it will go there, and you can scroll through and see which ones you want to read about. You can scroll left or right. Okay. So I'm trying to make things a little bit easier for everyone to be able to access information, see things, all of that. It's going to be good. It's going to be good. I love you guys so much. I'll see you again very, very soon. Join me here tomorrow, 7 a.m. Pacific Standard Time for church. Bye, guys.